Hello folks and welcome back. We are about to put our skill point. We've got one left. We've got one already in stealing, which is pretty much, I'm not going to be making much use of that, but never mind. It's a pity we can't unlearn it, but we'll put one into the combat training so we can get access to second tier weapon talents. Bonus to stamina regen as well. Sounds good. And then we're going to do... I don't have two weapons, I don't think. I'm going to go for two-handed. Anyway, we're going to have to put one in Pommel Strike and into Powerful. Powerful here, you see, training hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. So greater health and reduced fatigue, that's good. And a knockdown, which will give us a knockdown. It's in the green section, I remember. Yeah, it is. So, there we go. We're going to strike out with the blunt end of my sword and knock my opponent to the ground to buy me a little bit of extra time. That's lovely. And I'm going to play as Nightmare. No, not really. I'm going to play as casual. I'm playing as casual today. As I said, this Let's Play that I'm doing right now, it's not a test of my skill. It's mainly to allow me to enjoy and chill out a little bit, and therefore I've already finished the game before, and I finished it on the old normal setting, and found it, it was challenging in certain parts. It was challenging at a lot of the bosses. I found quite challenging actually, and had to load it numerous times, so I don't want to get stressed myself, and I'm just going to try it on casual. If it's far too easy on casual, then I will obviously bump it up a little bit. For now, I'm just going to control my character, let the computer control their characters, and hence why I'm doing that. I better play on casual, because the computer might do something stupid on a higher difficulty level and make it much, much harder for me. So I'm just going to relax and play on casual. It's mainly for me to enjoy myself and follow the story. But I will still help you while I'm doing it, of course. So let's engorge ourselves. Let's get into the groove. Here we are, Horston, the dwarf commoner. How does he start out?
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, largest and proudest of the two remaining dwarven cities.
Orzammar.
Once the seat of an underground empire, Orzammar now stands alone, cut off from the world by the Darkspawn, still clinging to the memory of its former glory. Below the vast statues and gilded halls where the noble families play at politics, the lower castes live in their shadows, scurrying to serve like their ancestors before them. Below that is you. You are casteless, the dirty secret staining Orzammar's perfect society, forced, along with your sister, to sell your services to the crime lord Barat. To the rest of Orzammar, you are proof that the casteless deserve their fate. But you know you do what you have to, the same as everyone, just to survive.
Looks like a great life down there.
I can't keep gambling on you forever, Precious. You've got a sweet look, something to light a man on fire. But you gotta make it count.
Please, Barat. Can we not do this in front of my brother?
Why not? He knows the slope of the land, don't you, boy?
Okay. Didn't I tell you not to talk that way to my sister? No, I don't think so. I'll go with the flow for now. He won't let you down.
Right. That's sweet. Before me, your sister was just another duster. Now check her out. Braids down to here, gold cap teeth. She can recite elf poetry and play the string harp. Every man's dream. All she's got to do is find a lord, squeeze out some kid who looks like him, and we're all living the easy life in the Diamond Quarter.
Please, don't get involved. You know that never goes well.
How much more does he think he can do? You think you can do? No, please don't get involved. You know that never goes well. He's right. Whatever it takes to get out of this cesspool.
Listen to the kid. He knows the deal you made. He lays low and does whatever jobs I don't want to risk anyone valuable on. In return, I put out coins so you can doll yourself up and get a belly full of some nobleman's brat. Then you both go free. And I get to join the family and be called my lord for the rest of the little prince's life.
Okay.
Well, unless I start seeing results, we're going to renegotiate. I'm giving you another week, Precious. If you haven't found a patron, you're back to sweeping streets.
But I have. I've met someone. That is, I didn't want to promise, but he seemed interested.
See? Told you we'd deliver.
It's nothing definite, but he said he wanted to see me again.
Excuse me if I don't start knitting booties. Until I do, you're the one who's going to keep paying her debts with your service to the Carta.
What do you need me to do?
Your buddy Lesky's waiting outside. He knows what I'll need from you today. Don't even think about bungling this job. Your whole family's on loose sand with me right now. And I know you don't have anywhere else to turn.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
I've seen it all before and I'll see it again.
And I feel like every time you do, it kills something in you. You were such a loving child. I hate what this place made you into. That's why I didn't tell you. Barat's been warning me ever since 2 of his other girls found patrons at Lord Harrowmont's reception. They've been getting gifts already. Lord Rooston gave Elsie a surface silk gown and she's not even pregnant. Barat's getting impatient.
Lord Rooston gave Elsie a silk gown. Getting impatient? Expects too much from you.
You know how desperate the nobles are for more children? They can barely field enough soldiers to hold the walls against the Darkspawn. If I could give one of them a son, the whole house would celebrate. And we'd all be raised up to noble caste to join the family. It's what Barat's betting on. That's why he paid for my clothes, my voice lessons. He wants to share the reward.
Did you say there was a noble who was interested?
Yes. That is, I hope. He certainly seems charming. He treats me like a real lady, not just someone to tumble and forget.
Who is he?
I don't want to say, in case I'm wrong. It just seems too mad to think of one of the most important men in Orzammar with someone like me. Anyway, time is rusting and I need to get dressed. These fashions will be the death of me. 100 buttons on each sleeve. And Lesky's probably already outside waiting for you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Stay out of trouble. I'll see you tonight.
Okay. Oh, can we not pause it? There we go. Let's put some subtitles on. That might help me to realize what the hell they're saying. Conversations. Oh, my conversations only. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, thank you. Okay, right. Xbox version. We have codexes and quests. There we go. I've got a little chest over here. So what's in the chest? And poultices and daggers, and that's excellent. To recoup myself with the keys. So the right trigger does the secondary quick links. Left trigger brings up the thing. So we've got the poultices, potions, quick heal, we've got the sustain spells, talents. So we've got the sweep, bound to X, stealing, no. Pummel Strike bound to Y, and then Quick Heal bound to B. Okay, that's fine for now. What's this? Advanced. Hold. Okay, that's, nothing there. Let's have a look at our inventory, see what we've got. Okay. Are we dual wielding? I believe we're dual wielding daggers. No thanks. I want to. Let's have a look. What's this? Battle axe, two-handed weapon. So some big boy hits with this. And then what have we got there? We've got duster gloves, duster armor, duster boots, Dalish promise ring, which we'll put on. What does it do? Inspect. 2 health regen and 15% plus to healing effects. That sounds perfectly good to me. Right, 4 poultices, and that's everything else. And there is the map. That's the pack. We can do tactics. Where's the books? There you go, codexes. So now we have the quests. We've got to find out what Berat wants you to do. You work for the Crime Lord. Berat is one of his enforcers. He has a task for you to carry out today. Lesk, who was waiting outside, will inform you of the details. And a couple of downloadable content which we'll do later on. Codexes, culture and history, the casteless. The caste system in Orzammar includes many groups of privilege, the nobility and the warriors above all others, but to a lesser degree the merchants and the smiths and the miners. Tradition establishes a clear hierarchy, but as in any culture with the upper class, there is also a clear underclass. These unfortunates, the so-called casteless, are believed to be descendants of criminals and other undesirables. Oops. They have been looked down upon since Orzammar's foundation. They have taken up residence in a place called Dust Town, a crumbling ruin on the fringe of Orzammar's common areas. Orzammar society considers these casteless lower than even the servant caste. Indeed, the casteless are not allowed to become servants, as it is too honourable a position. They are seen as little better than animals, their faces branded at birth to mark them as the bastard children of the kingdom. Their home district, little more than a slum, is a haven for crime, organised and otherwise. Orzammar's guards seemingly cannot be bothered to patrol its streets. The best that the most casteless dwarves can hope for is a life at the whim of a local crime lord, ended abruptly by violence or an overabundance of toxic lichen ale. Even so, there is some hope for the casteless, a dangling rope that offers a way up into great Orzammar society. Since the dwarf's caste is determined by the parent of the same sex, the male child of a nobleman is part of the noble's house and caste. Strangely, it is acceptable for casteless women to train in the arts of courtly romance to woo nobles and warriors, as are known as noble hunters. Any male born from such a union is considered a joyous event. Considering the low rate of dwarven fertility, the mother and entire family are then taken in by the father's house, although they retain their caste. The dwarves we know on the surface are also considered casteless once they leave Orzammar. Although this is only relevant to those who return, if they are allowed to return at all, dwarves who leave for the surface, the sun-touched as they are often called behind their backs, lose their connection to the stone and favour of the ancestors, and thus are worthy of little more than pity, for upon dying they are said to be lost to the stone forever. Put that way, it seems a sad existence indeed. So, the casteless are the bottom of the rung of the dwarf society, and if they want to get themselves into the nobility, then they have to marry a noble, or the woman does, have a noble son, and then they can get the hell out of that slum dust town. And then we just got a little bit of crap about control, which we don't bother with, so there you go. A little bit of history about who the hell we're supposed to be. A casteless dwarf of some blasted crime lord doing his bidding. Although I certainly don't like the way he talked to my sister there, Kayla.
Who's that? Why are you bothering me? Rika?
Oh my god, it's my mother. She looks like an absolute alcoholic. And on that bombshell, I'll end this part. Join me again next time. See you soon.